But first things first, Mr. Mugisha,
Yes, sir.
when it comes to social media, what rings in your mind? The only word, social media, because maybe we're discussing this, but we're not getting the exact, media platforms, social media. And then what it be? Which media platforms are we talking about that can cause damage to our kids?
Yes, so thank you so much, Sebo. In the first place, I want to commend our guests, Bonnie from Taiwan and Lady Irene.
Yeah.
Abu's best researcher. I know Abu is very excited to have
Abu's researcher.
Yes, yeah. I'm glad that I'm also sharing a panel with big fish. I had the profiles as they introduce themselves, which gives a lot of credibility to us as Euroforum. But as well, we also appreciate that you are rubbing shoulders with a big. Perhaps we shall also become big one day. So about social media, I know Bonnie Cross is about to leave. But before you leave, I hope you've checked in here in the comment section. I'm glad to see Kate Cross. Watching and following in. She dropped a comment here saying,
I wonder who that is.
And I also wonder, why it's you reacting to that. Yes, okay, but I'm glad this also shows some kind of support and solidarity. You know, our best or better halves, as some people call them, should be our first fans in all we do. Yes, big up to you, Kate Cross, for supporting. Yes, to get back to your question, of course, this is a very clear picture or outline of what social media is. But as we discuss these things, we also need to dissect between social media and general technology. I mean, technology. Yeah, because as Irene put it, there are a series of platforms which are put in place right now to conform to the current wave or current dynamics of the world. And some people even get tempted to address Zoom, Teams, social media. There are those platforms that are put, but as social media, to me, there is a list that is endless. But those that we feel could be of danger to our children, I think Facebook, surprisingly, in my opinion, may not be of such a threat. I'm taking this from Norway, Uganda, those two countries where I'm very, very conversant. I think these platforms that give room to interacting with using pictures and videos. I mean, like we have Instagram, Snapchat, and maybe, of course, YouTube. And I also have a friend who addresses WhatsApp as not being social media. He argues that he has quit social media, he's only on WhatsApp. So I don't know if...
Does he have the proper definition of social media?
And I also got, actually, I was compelled to go and ask Mr. Google what social media means. And
what did you fetch there?
I got these categories. Google categorizes social media as in 5 segments. That is social networks, where he places Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Then media sharing networks, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. Then there are those discussion forums. There is Reddit, Quora, Dig. But there is a lot of breakdown, which is not so relevant here. But my point here is, with the topic of discussion is about children. So social media platforms, as much as we discuss which ones kids can get access to, which one we can't control, but I think it all comes back to us as parents. You may discuss from A to Z of the social media platforms that may affect kids, but you cannot rule out discussing the social media platforms you're supposed to control, you're supposed to be mindful of. I don't know if it was Irene Obone who said that parents must, I don't remember what they said, but I quoted it as must adapt. You know, there is trying to teach, but you have no content. I mean, you cannot guide a child on how to use social media when you're still locked in. So unfortunately, we have to adapt and force ourselves on social media, not to as an addiction, but as something we need to at least know the basics about. Like Irene put it, that there are these moments when kids will always be a step ahead. And of course they have to, because these are two different, there is a generation gap between us and our kids, a generation gap between our parents and us. And that you can't undo, but just to adapt. So there could be a series of those social media platforms. But as we spotlight those that affect our children, must adapt. We must tune our minds to going, beyond that comfort zone. At least know the basics. I personally don't use Snapchat. I don't even have it as an app. But if one of my girls gets to that point, I have to just get there, get those basics, because this is a necessary evil. We cannot, just wipe it out. Also, to highlight something about now social media, the pluses and minuses. Recently, there is this wave of, it's not a wave, but it's also there is a viral video that went, viral of Kawaka. Okay, I don't even know his name, but it's Kawaka Mwanga. Okay.
Oh yeah. That kid.
Okay, and that arose a sort of discussion. To some people, okay, innocently got on social media, and some people they argue as a dream come true. Someone instantly becomes a spot of discussion, and also saw somewhere that he's even given a bursary somewhere and is getting free education. Kakati ebintu bino bena tubiteeka mu context nga twogera ku social media nga twogera ku ngeri tuyinza ozicontrollingamu. Naye my take is actually I don't have so much to discuss about children, but mine goes to us parents. Like my previous discussants highlighted that the kids will always set desires, a list of desires. I need A, B, C, D. My soon 10-year-old, her wish for a Christmas gift was an iPad. Okay, she has had one, but she got one on purpose. During lockdown, they had to use digital platforms to study. So she got one. And maybe it doesn't seem to be, conforming with her desires and maybe needs. So she tables it as a Christmas gift. I engage her and technically swing her off that. About the phone, because she knows she goes to a school where there are those different classes. So from time to time, we get to this discussion about a phone. Daddy, I need a phone. I have to get a phone. And we have this agreement. By the way, the issue of making agreements with kids is one of the things I learned in Norway. And they really work. Jemima, this, you need a phone, yes, but why do you need it? For ABCD, okay? When we have it, can we substitute it with something else? Can we wait on? So we have an agreement. But because there is this pressure and wave, she's sometimes compelled to kind of get back behind the argument and say, okay, but, and of course, there are these many reasons why they should have whatever they have to have. Yes, I will hold it there for now, but allow me, especially thank the people I see here in the comment section. Read the comments, but I want to thank you especially for sparing time to share your opinions, and also encourage others who would have opinions. Maybe they could be in the same line or diverging. Feel free to share your opinion. Your opinion could be the reason we are spending an hour here. Thank you.
But before you go, those platforms you've left, are you still using Viber?
Viber.
Or it's something new to you?
Viber,
the way you've said it.
I no longer use it, but I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. Surprisingly, our first shows on Euroforum were using Viber. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and this also goes back to bye. No, daddy tagama bye. Okay. Bye. Now this is social media. So she know, okay, every time that is on the screen, she wants also to come in and drop something. So that's the end. But I'm not using Viber. Maybe I know why you're asking that. It's just about adapting.
Okay. I'll leave you for now, but let me just go to Straight Taiwan before they lock him out. Mr. Boni, are you still there?
No, actually, he signed.
Okay.
Out.
He signed out. Okay, but it's also such a good, interesting. So I'm left with the crash of Matovu, which is okay. Irene.
Yes.
You're left alone. And it's interesting. No, she's actually not alone. No, I've pledged never to leave her alone. And
omukyala amanye enjawulo y'omukyala n'omukazi ndi mukyala, that means ndi mukyala mufumbo. So
there's a little bit I wanted to ask. You're having kids. Are you friends with your children on the social media platforms? Their own?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Which is you giving actual involvement with your child. Okay, the question was simple. Are you involved? Are you friends with your children on their social media platforms?
My children are young, so I have one who is 6-year-old. So you're telling
okay, they're not there.
Social media, and then I have one who is 11 years. I nabyaliko era ndi era nze nagambye any opportunity I get to be a friend with my child nja kubeerawo, not to control but to understand, because I believe in lifelong learning. Mbani kuyiga. A lot of recent one nabadde nkofinga nnyo, and then I was trying to create a distance.
Yeah.
This kind of cough. Then he told me, Mom, just be in your room and chillax. And I was like, what? Nangamba, yeah, chillax, chill and relax. So I learned a new concept, yeah? So because obo yiga kati wotabeera yo mu bintu byabwe togenda kuyiga their language is even different.
Oh yeah.
The emojis they are using, they are different. You have to keep up. And in academics, we say actually family, parenting, childhood is a social construction. And I know social media is also a social construction. But they will change. New ones will come in because we are socially creating new things.
So every time also it evolves. That's why actually I was asking Mr. Mugisha, does he still use Viber? Because once upon a time there was a Skype where we used to be so much there, and then Viber was there. The time of social media, actually when I joined Facebook, it was in 2008. That's when I joined Facebook, and then it was a tool. But of recent, here people are onto Snapchat and doing a lot of magic. It's also worry. And there's one thing I really don't feel so comfortable when it comes most to you ladies. How we're supposed to be having good dinner, then you remove phones to update your foods. So ladies, do something on that. But Irene, are you being a person who is on into the child spectrum there, dealing with the children, or if I'm not mistaken, you might be having some statistics, for example, maybe in Norway. How do, according to the statistics on how it's the numbers which affected, kids who are affected in social media effects? I mean, for example, like cyberbullying. Is there a big number statistically that is affected?
No, I will not say quantitatively. I will not state the number, but I'll look at cases. I can do some research and find out. We have what we call Statistics Central Bureau, Etulaga. If I need that information, I can go in and look at it and get it. But I don't have it in my head. So simani how the number is. But just like any other country, we know that this is affecting it. I mean, there is that the number is high because abana bonna ochituna nabutunuliza in the society in your everyday life. Ngera bwe wagambye, I think go wagambye or another person said so, that on the bus you see a kid cries, mami namukubachi namukuba simu. Nemujja waka, and even there's something I also have observed. Nemujja waka, abana kati, I told you my boys here, they are having their friends. Bayinza okuzanya nga bazanya bonna, naye nga buli mwana aina game ye. Edda twazanyanga, you could go out and play. Ne kati bagenda out. Era I came in late because I had to take them to ski. We were outside skiing, and then from outside skiing we came in. Then they wanted to relax in the sofa with their games. So all the things, it's a social construction. Things are changing. Whatever they were bweru bazanye, bwe bayingidde munda, sit near each other, bakuta amasimu, you know, bwe bazanya, physically and emotionally, but at the same time, even on the game. Before it used to fascinate me, because no, put away your phones. Put away your phones, mukwano gwa sit and muzanye. Kati the concept of play has changed. Ndo batwala wabweru ne bazanya, oba skiing, oba gogolo, oba okwepena, naye bwe bajja inside the house.
Yeah, the game changes, yeah.
The game changes. The concept of a game, so fe twazanyanga tapo, kwepena, kauna, muyingira munju when you are very tired, yeah? Just to sleep. Nekati it has changed. Era kugamba, now I'm the outside for 3 hours. Let me sit here and relax.
Actually, you talked about something simple of the sleeping, the deprivation of sleeping patterns of changing, and you gave us some patterns that probably I would say here it may be like 20% kids who go to sleep and you think they're sleeping, but they're busy watching. Or they wake up. Actually, they say they sleep and even they wake up just to see what's happening. Will I be wrong to say that this social media can bring depression to kids? This social media can bring envy, jealousness? No,
totally wrong. Just like us, we have this saying, human beings and human becomings. Ngapha bwe bituyisa n'abaana nabo bibayisa kubanga nabo bantu. Obwekitegeera kati some of the parents ate n'ekirala kye tulina okumanya nti abaana they learn most of what we do than actually what we tell them. Kubanga waliwo abazadde abamu nga gwe essimu tekuva mu ngalo. You are eating dinner, your phone is on there is no even sacred place. Abamu mugenda nazo even in the bathroom, in the toilet. You are eating
I'm a
food,
victim.
you have your phone, you are going to bed, you have your phone, everything is about your phone. So come you sit there and then you tell the child, no phone on the table. The child is going to ask you, why? Mommy, you have yours. Daddy, you have yours. And then because I said so. Because I said so, maybe binza kola ku 0 to certain age. Neta bichakola. Abana bakola byetukola. Nabo bye bagenda okukola. Kati nze waffe nina rule bwe tuba tulya. Kabaani nga nkubidde essimu sigikwata. Mami ne daddy wange be bantu ensingo teekamu ekitiibwa mu bulamu bwange. Ne bwe bakuba essimu nga ndya sigikwata. Kabaka gwe nzizaako sikwata mala kulya. Era ekyo bakimeka teri mwana wange wagenda kukwata simu ye on a dining table. Kubanga akimanyi that is a no. Naye gwe eyiyo olukuba boti simanya mulimu simanya ani tula tugende. Then ate ye mukwano gwe bwakuba toyagala agikwate era bwagamba mami this is my friend they are waiting for me nomuga no food time naga but mami you talked to so and so good kati olina okubeera nga oli ready okumuwa reasons lwaki yo omugamba takwata simu ate gwe ogikwata. Kati eyo ne kibeerawo. Plus another thing I had noted here nabadde njagala okwogera ku wali eri kyemwaŋŋambyemu nti nagambye boring. Taategeezezza by the way ebintu bino abaana ne bw'ono bazaala n'obamalayo mu lubuto mukama bwe yakuwa obaana ne
mbadde mmanyi nti okuzaala omwana omu ayinza okubeera bored n'anoonya mikwano gye on social media platforms. Kati wenzala nga munana nga mbayina so they can engage so they're distracted away from the toxics from the other side. So I feel eno namba y'abaana naye tulina okwongerako abakyala bannange mukkirize mulaba.
My opinion as of now on that particular issue oba abaana oyina bameka tekibagana kubeera ku social media. Of course omwana gozadde omu oba namunigino of course ajja kubeera nga talina gogenda kufuuka kazanyirizi kati nga wano ewaffe gogenda okuzanya naye omutwala ebweru biki naye ate nze kyenabadde ntegeeza nti abaana they are individuals as an individual kobenga oyina bameka ate tekitegeeza nti era ne mukulu Boni yakyogeddeko tekitegeeza era family ezimu waliwo zoolaba by the way bwe tuba tuvudde mu social media oyinza osanga family emu nga baabazaala abaana 9 ng'omunaana gwonna buli kimu kiri kiriya naye ne wabeerayo omwana omu omuzadde n'abeera nga mboyo ye namwesonyiwa ne weebuuza kiki kyatakoze ku ono kyeyakola ku bali 8 oba okitegeera because they are individuals kati ne social media bweyinza okubeera oyinza okuba bali bonna obadde ofaayo ogetting involved naye ono omwana omu ye ate n'akola ki nekigaana. So things are changing, parenting, social construction.
Yes, we have the
omwebazangako eyakuyamba munnange nakukwata ku mukono nakuyimusa omwebazangako eyakuyamba baba nabako wakutuusa leero nzize kwebaza oba nkuyite kusiima eri abalina emitima egirumirirwa omwebazangako eyakuyamba baba nabako wakutuusa ekigambo okuyamba tokizanyisa bangi babeera n'obusobozi nekibalema okukola omwebazangako eyakuyamba baba abamu be mulaba abanene mu nsi muno bwakunyumiza gyavudde zikuba munezaaka mwebazangako eyakuyamba baba nabako wakutuusa gwe abangi kwabo bafiirwako abazadde ku myaka emimpi ddala wamma tunuulira obulumi mwebazangako eyakuyamba baba nabako wakutuusa abalala basalawo n'okuddukira ku nguudo kubanga basigalawo okubayamba ab'ensamba mwebazangako eyakuyamba baba namwe abayamba mumanyi okwefuula eri abo be muyambye ne mubasimbamu oluseke